Yo guys, it's me, working on a project collaboratively with Jake currently, hoping to utilize the system in Tranzfuser project and Brains Eden. I'll tell you more about the Tranzfuser project later. The system's nice, it's clean, we work on things at the same time and it kind of updates. We have to play around a little bit, but definitely has its perks. You can see Jake working on some random stuff right now. What I'm looking to flesh out, Jesus, what have I just done? What I'm looking to flesh out is essentially a currency system. Currency, score system, that kind of thing, all works hand in hand with the size of the character we're playing with. I then want to, make this completely, flesh it out, make it bigger. I'm talking, when you pick up NPCs, you gain more score, gold, and your gold affects your size. When you pick up components, you may be able to wear the components, but it'll also affect your gold, affects your size. When you die, affects your size. Talking to NPCs, completing quests, blah 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 blah. Shop, size, that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's show you the character a little bit. So, character's basic input controls: up, down, left, right. Coded by me, everything. Looking around. If you can move and look, that's fine. You may not have noticed, but if you look at an object in the top left corner, it's actually illustrating to you what object you're looking at. Yeah? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. You can see above Mr. Jimmy Scale, which is a character Jake made. If you ask him about Jimmy Scale, he'll be more than happy to explain it to you. So the purpose of Jimmy Scale, which I'm not going to talk about, is just to be awesome. This is our zombie version of Jimmy Scale, and we'll talk about him in a minute. Actually, no, we'll talk about him now. He's also another character. When we walk into him, we turn into a zombie now. We've become a zombie. You can see our score's gone up by 10, and you may not have noticed, but we've actually gone a little bit bigger. So let's try walking into Jimmy Scale again. Oh, did you notice again? Our score's now's gone up. We've gotten so big we've pushed our score off the screen. The next point of moving forward would be moving the camera backwards so we can see a bit more, and maybe putting it up, maybe going into eventually a third-person view. This will then give you more view of the map around you, and will allow you to, the whole point of the game is to have as much view as possible while eating things. You lose score, you'll get smaller. See, we're much bigger now than the evil version of Zombie me, we'll call him, whatever. Really looking to flesh this out, maybe make a bunch of collectibles, maybe some quest interaction. There's a lot we can do with it. I'm looking to maybe plan this out on a piece of paper in the next 3-4 hours. Might even take a couple of days, to be honest. It's a big task. Might upload my plans, that kind of stuff. We'll see as it goes along. But yeah, you can see some beautiful renders being produced by Jake. Hopefully looking to have the rest of the team maybe not pick up on this project, but just start working completely with us. It'll be kind of awesome. Maybe this project. We'll see what everyone's interested in. Let's now talk about Tranzfuser. Okay, let's close this. Once again, I'm always willing to go through the code, should somebody ask. Let's talk about Tranzfuser. Okay, first thing you'll see, applications are closed, unfortunately. Let's just get that out of the way. But maybe next year if people are still interested. First thing you'll see is graduates win £25,000 to develop and publish your game. Okay, so this is the best way to go through it. What's involved? A team leader is the one who applies for this, which was me in this case. You'll then be instructed to build a team of between 3 to 5, including the leader. Yeah, 3 to 6 include. If it's including leaders, actually 3 to 6. Yeah, look, there we go. Or if you don't want the team leader role, you can then seek out groups that have already formed or are looking to incorporate more people into the group, and you can try and join their team. Tranzfuser has a bunch of hubs. I've been to one of them. It was fantastic. It was like a development center, and there was a bunch of tables and those different teams doing their own projects. Some of them are releasing them to the public, like actual like development teams. There was some development individuals there for like, I don't know, graphics purposes and stuff like that. So it was nice to see that, and to be able to work there would be brilliant because you'd get that kind of industry experience, that kind of industry feel, without, you know, it's technically an industry job because this is industry experience at the end of the day. Like, if I was to do well in this project, get that funding, publish my game, that's as industry as it's going to get. You know what I mean? There's as the next point does get funding. So for the 10 weeks of the development process, the teams will be awarded £5,000, and that £5,000 will be used for development purposes. It's like a request kind of thing, and it's essentially the Kickstart fund, I suppose. Then at the end of September, there'll then be an event where we showcase our game, and then we have to pitch it to a funding organisation. It'll be like a body we'll call it. And if they like it, they'll then give you up to £25,000 from the UK Games Fund to commercialise and launch the company. Crazy, eh? City seems to be supported as one of the UK's Games Fund's portfolio companies, and they'll be highlighted at next year's London's Games Festival. Let's check out the London's Games Festival. I haven't looked at this website. I haven't actually looked at this part. But yeah, it's a brilliant experience. The first stage of the application, I had to write 3 essays. It was probably around 2,500 words. Nothing too major. Just talking about my, team leader capacity, financial plan, marketing plan, stuff like that. And there was also like a 5-page application. So it was a bit of a process. Then the next stage, was I went to one of their hubs a few days ago, and I did a presentation on my team and the concept. I'm looking to hear from them by the end of the weekend. I suppose it's Friday today, so I don't know if I'll hear back on the Saturday or the Sunday, but they did say I'll hear by the weekend, so I'm hoping for the best. So if the project goes ado, we'll be looking to move to Leamington Spa and start working together in a development. We'll have in a development HQ. I couldn't get that one out. Lol. Okay. Brain Eden. That's a month away. We'll talk about that. It's like a month and a half away. We'll talk about that later. But yeah. Maybe closer towards the time of development for the actual Tranzfuser game, we'll start releasing a bit more content, talking about what we're doing for that project. Any feedback on the direction of this little project me and Jake are working on is more than welcome. Any feedback on or any suggestions or ideas for Brainseeds and Tranzfuser is also welcome. And I look forward to gaining some more traction, some more media outlet, and some more support. Once again, thank you very much for watching this lengthy but informative video, and Merry Christmas!